What it do? It's been a while. Friday the 13th. Um, First and foremost, appreciate y'all, man. Like, share, and subscribe. Comment, thumb it down. I don't care. You watched it anyway. You know the vibes. Whenever I go live and all the good stuff. Salute to everybody doing their thing. And also, man, I want to shout out all of the radical pyromaniacs of Wooten Nation. You know what I'm saying? We're growing. It's been a blessing. It's been a rough couple of weeks, but we still vibing. Just wanted to give an update just to let y'all know what's been happening with me, what's been going on this side of the fence, and just really just kind of just let y'all know where my mind and my heart is at on a lot of stuff. I ain't really finna get into like all of the stuff between people because that ain't my business. I'm just simply concerned about what I got going on and stuff like that. Um, but the first thing is I want to let everybody know that Lord willing say the same. January 31st, never forget 5. Me verse twice. The battle was already booked and way back. So that'll be my last virtual. Now to answer the question, am I retiring from battle rap in general? I'm not retiring per se. I just won't be battling. Like, um, if things go well with in February, I'm doing an in-person battle. If all goes well, and that'll be my last in person. I'm not like retiring from battle rap or the culture stuff like that. I'm just not gonna be battling. Like I want to be behind the scenes, kind of helping push what we do forward. That's where my mind is at. I've said that in the past, just to y'all heard it from me. Like, but those two will be my last two, one online and one in person, because I'm getting ready to venture into the industry, getting ready to like transition into the music industry now that we got the gatekeepers getting pushed out the way and God is shaking up everything and getting the demonic spirits out the way. It's time for a revival. Time. What I'm saying. You know what I'm talking about. Restoration, restitution, all that stuff. And that's just the revelation he gave me. Like it's gonna be a shaking. You know what I'm saying? 2024 is the year of truth and revealing. So yeah, man. Now if you ask me, I'm not gonna jump into like I said, I'm not gonna jump into all of that, but I will say that stuff that's been going on since the 90s and before. I'm glad that all of that is coming to the light because what's done in the dark will come to the light. And demons can't run no more, man. Like they can't run. Vengeance is the Lord's. They can't run. They can't hide. And that's just what it is. And the same vibes I had as an independent will be the same vibes I have in the industry. Bringing independence to the majors. That's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, this is the time where you got to really, really look in the mirror and decide what side you're going to stand on. You feel me? So, and when the news is revealed, like later this month, and y'all see what's really going on, because I can't speak too much about what's about to happen, it's going to shock the world. You know what I'm saying? Right now, things are just quiet. I'm just moving. And that's how you have to be. You can't let everybody know your plans, especially of a big magnitude. You know what I'm saying? Even though some of us, we get excited and we want to tell everybody, but sometimes you just got to be quiet and just wait till the opportune time, then make the announcements. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's going to be dope. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about as far as like if you got something big planned. So, with that being said, I'm excited for Never Forget 6. It'll be my third time on the platform. I will rebuttal this too. Like for people that say, "Hey, why are y'all doing this? Why Jay? Why you doing that?" Listen, the way I move in my career, if it's gonna benefit me in the end, it's gonna benefit the platform. Of course, you know what I'm saying. Y'all know how I get down. Y'all know what I stand for. Um, what I will not tolerate. I had a comment that was posted under the flyer. And I don't mind when people get on the post and they talk their noise or whatever. I'm trying my best not to curse. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mind people talking their noise under the comments, but what we not gonna do is speak on unalive kids. What we not gonna do is just anything that listen, I got a like I said in that post, I got a music, that's my business account. When I send my music to stores and stuff, there are people I get royalties off of when people play my songs in their reels and stuff, in their YouTube shorts, in their TikTok vids, all of that stuff. I can't afford to have something on my profile that's got that in it. It's a way to say things and get your point across without all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Now, if you got an issue with somebody, take that up with them. You know what I'm saying? Or like I said in the last post, put it in your bars and say it in the ring. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel about it. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Talk your noise on it. I don't care, but I got boundaries on my platforms. That's all I'm saying. Just show my platform respect. You know what I'm saying? Show me respect. Cause I respect I show everybody love and respect until you disrespect me. And then you disrespect me, you gonna hate it. But that's just what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? But salute. Um, cause you gotta understand too, man, my birthday is this month and I'm entering into brand new territory and I'm just thinking different. Like I've been putting health before anything because blood pressure been up and down. I'm not gonna lie. It's been up and down. It's been in the 200s. So I'm back to the naturals. I did some workouts last night, little light workouts, and then turned it up. Been laid up a long time. Like, gotta get the body moving, gotta get mobile. Can't be on stage trying to sing and rap and minister, perform, whatever you want to call it. And I'm out of sync. You know what I'm saying? And the body is the temple of the Lord. So I gotta move, the right way. Staying out the way. Still some things going on behind the scenes. Um, that's just what it is, man. Trying to save this bread up because it's a lot that done happen. I lost a lot of bread behind the scenes, behind some going back and forth with institutions and all that to get that back, which I'm gonna get back. Had to order a new card. So everybody that helped me in the process of me being down or spinning the block on you, you know who you are. I appreciate y'all for what you've done. Continue to rock, man. Continue to be doing what you're doing. Um, what my mindset is as far as like V Cody, y'all know how I feel about that. That's self-explanatory. Just because I'm focused more on the music side does not mean I don't be in tune with what's going on in the community and what's going on around me and stuff like that. I love that people are vocal. Now I will say this too. If anybody hits me up for like work or artwork, you know what I'm saying? It's business. I want to help everybody. Like I'm not the type to hate somebody because somebody else does. Like that's y'all business. Everybody's grown or whatever. However y'all deal with that is how y'all deal with that. You know what I'm saying? As far as business goes, I understand. Like I work with people I don't get along with, that I don't really rock with, gel with like that. But when it's a business purpose and they need it, then who am I to deny that? If God touched my heart to do business, they need a flyer, they need some artwork or whatever. That's just what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? That's as far as it goes. Ain't nobody did nothing to me. Like everybody that ever offended me, they not around no more. You know what I'm saying? And they mostly was like inner circle or something like that, like real life or something like that. Like I don't let the internet stuff bother me until it get to an extent. And once it get to a point where it's no return, then yeah, it become a nightmare. So that's a different vibe. So um the music side though, the music and this the thing with the music too, like the moniker that I'm going like Jason Pyro, that brand, everything will still be registered under Radical Minds LLC. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going by my name. You feel me? It's kind of like when Immature became IMX. It's like we're not kids anymore. We need a new, we're older now. You got to change things up. Sometimes people, you know what I'm saying? Like when Nightmare, when I made Category J, that was, some battle rap stuff, but it was showing that I can do straight up rap. Like back in the day, I was rapping and I was singing. You feel me? So it's nothing new, but to do a straight rap project, like I got so much stuff in the archives I'm finna drop just to round it out before I go in and transition on that side. And I think it's gonna be a dope move too, because it gives me an opportunity. It'll be a way major, way bigger platform, but it'll also give me a bigger outreach. You know what I'm saying? And God made me wait a long time, because if I would have signed when I was younger, I probably would have been one of these other lost souls out here. Ain't no probably, I would have. I would have had to find my way back. I would have found God eventually, but at the same time, I'd have been another lost soul. And when the Lord protect you, send people in your life, the angels to protect you, you gotta heed that. Now I was pissed off for about 2 or 3 years, and then years passed, and I looked up, and the people that I was gonna sign with, they got caught up in some mess. So I thank God for my career. You know what I'm saying? The thing about being independent, like a lot of people think, oh, yeah, you can own your masters, you can make your money, it come to you, but they don't tell you about the other side of being independent. There is a dark side to that, because if you, it's a lot getting it out the mud. If you willing, you're gonna have to sacrifice some things in your life. Like playtime is over. Like that's what I mean by that. I'm not like talking about you gotta give, like, sell your soul and no shit like that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, what I'm saying, if you really want to make it in the game and you really want to support yourself, you're gonna have to give up a lot of things that don't matter, basically. Or you're gonna have to sacrifice friendships, you know what I'm saying, not cut people out, but you really gonna have to lock in on you, is what I'm saying. And partying all the time, and you ain't got no kind of income coming in, that ain't the look. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if you trying to go legit and be legal, like, you get it how you live, you feel me? And you keep that to yourself. But what I'm saying is, if you trying to do something right, positive, and you trying to get that money the legal way, or whatever you trying to do, you transitioning, you just got home from lock, you've been behind the walls and shit, you finally in the free world, you know what I'm saying? You want to do something different. It's plenty of opportunities out here. You know what I'm saying? If you in battle rap, you gotta have different ventures. You feel me? You gotta have different sources of income coming in. Just don't rely on no battle rap check. Like, you know what I'm saying? Take that. You gotta earn that. Like when you start out in any profession, any kind of career, whatever you do, you're not gonna get paid like that. I don't know why people be jumping up and thinking this and that. You gotta earn your keep. You feel me? That'll never change with anything you do. When you start a job, you ain't getting paid right then, and like you ain't getting nothing right then and there. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's like something that's, if you know, you know. But and you take that how you take it. But at the same time, like you gotta build that income. And see, the thing with me, like I had to retire early because of my disabilities. You know what I'm saying? But I use that as a superpower. Like I got graphics I do, you know what I'm saying, artwork. I got I feature with people on songs and stuff, or you know what I'm saying, I'm getting paid to battle now. You know what I'm saying? And I got paid a few times, like, you know what I'm saying, like the 2 years, 2, 3 years before, you know what I'm saying? So hold on, y'all. My bad, y'all. Amber Alert. It be a lot of them going on, man. I get a lot of Amber Alert. Y'all gonna hear it on the other phone too. But yeah, man, like I got a lot of stuff, man. And even with the music stuff, man, I make royalties. You know what I'm saying? Um, I broadcast. I get a check from broadcasting every month, and then I get a. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Like that's no secret. You know what I'm saying? So I get bread. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you something. If you think $1,000 is something, $1,000 ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? It's to the point now where you can have some money, and as soon as you get it, it's gone because something happens, and you got to be a good steward with your money. You feel me? And I remember being in the church, man, and we learned how to what tithes really mean, what offerings really mean, like the first fruits, all of that stuff. Like I learned what all of that meant. You feel me? I learned what all of that meant, and sometimes, like once you figure out, hey man, oh, that's back home. What the world? That's back home. 1 second, y'all. I don't know them. Yeah, I don't even know them. But it's from my hometown. That's crazy. We pray everything will be resolved in Jesus' mighty name. Amen. Amen. And amen. All right. Back to the stream though. But yeah, I got a lot of. You gotta have different sources of income, man. Like, gotta have different sources of income. Even if you got a 9 to 5, you working graveyard, whatever, man. Take some of that money. You gotta be, when I say be a good steward, like saving money, like putting something to the side, paying yourself. You know what I'm saying? I've been cutting my hair since I was a teenager, since I was like 15, 16. Like, uh, Big Mama, she, you know what I'm saying, on dad's side, she knew how to cut hair and do hair, you know what I'm saying? So that was a time growing up where we lived off the land, but it really was like you got it how you live. Like we had like the monopoly money, food stamps, and you know what I'm saying, like different programs we were in where people would come to the house. We get like Christmas gifts, stuff like that, or like this stuff was this shop called Levine's and stuff, and like Levine's had a lot of dope clothes, and we would have to put our stuff on layaway. And when everybody else had their new stuff, we would have what we had, and we wasn't looking crazy or raggedy or anything. It's just our stuff was a little bit older, but it was still nice. And when everybody else stuff was kind of worn down and the glamour was gone, then we pop out with our new stuff. That's just how my people thought, you know what I'm saying, growing up. So you learn to appreciate what you had and stuff like that. Using your skills to the whatever to make bread and stuff like that. So I'm grateful for the income that I do get, you know what I'm saying, and all of that stuff and how I can get it. And to be at this age and to be still walking around is a blessing. Cause yeah, man, it's a fight. It is a fight. So I'm grateful, you know what I'm saying? So I just took a different approach with everything. Cause, and I'm gonna just tell y'all right now, y'all not gonna really see me promo like that. Like, cause I feel like a lot of stuff that already been talked about them in promo. I just want to pop out because I don't know what's going on. Because once I step in transition, I don't know what the schedule gonna look like. I don't know what all I'm gonna be doing. The good news is that I still will have ownership of what I do, and the people I'm working with. When y'all find out, it's gonna shock you. You're gonna be like, "Oh man!" And it's gonna be a good look because it's so much I want to say, but I can't right now. But trust, it's gonna be dope, and it's not just gonna be dope for me. It's gonna be dope for a lot of other people. Like You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not gonna be battling or nothing, but I'm gonna be behind the scenes, and when you see it, you're gonna be like, oh, so that's what the plan was. So yeah, man. But anyway, um, I appreciate everybody that showed up to the concerts too. I had to put them on hold, the tour and all of that because of the health stuff and things going on. But gonna try to resume it before the year is out. Try to slow everything down. I want to be in tip top shape when I do it. Gonna try to get some venues also. That's been the goal too, is to get some outside venues and combine them. And we gonna go into the new year, Lord willing, say the same. Like, I don't think I should do anything brand new like that because I already have an album out. You know what I'm saying? Out of all the independent albums, that's the seventh chapter. I do got brand new stuff, but I want to make sure that, excuse me, I want to make sure that I'm not just oversaturating anything. And when you've been doing this as long as me, you want to always make sure that you know how to weather the storm and you know how to transition in life. You got to know how to stick to your roots and also how to adapt with the times and update and upgrade your software. You feel me? And if you got music that just it's the same all the time, then after a while it's like, man, people have short attention spans. You got people that are patiently waiting, but you really got to know how to adapt without compromising yourself. You feel me? And I've been blessed to do that. That's why, like, when I pick beats or something like that, or I do a certain song, or I have a certain style or something, I've been able to translate very well. And that's what you want to do. And that's how I look at battle rap. Like, battle rap has taught me how to be a better songwriter, how to transition, how to attack the track, all of that stuff. So it just comes with a different vibe, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, Chat GPT, whoever came up with that, salute to y'all, because that app is the GOAT, man. Um, because I be using that because it knows who I am. I'm on the internet, great things said about me. And I use that to organize my notes. Even if I don't know what, you know what I'm saying, I forget something, like I use it and I just go back and take notes. And I also have something on my phone where I can leave a private message for myself to encourage myself, to remind myself of things and stuff like that. And I can go back and look at it and all that good stuff. So that's what I use that for. So also too, man, somebody had suggested, um a couple of people suggested, matter of fact, why don't you start a podcast? So I've been thinking about doing that. I'll let y'all know when I, Lord willing, say the same. That would be kind of dope to do a podcast, but at the same time, I don't know. Like, everybody's thing is their thing. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. I do better featured on a podcast, in my opinion. Like, for me to have a podcast, it would have to be like, I love doing things different and out the box than what everybody else is doing. That's been my whole entire existence in this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I would rather do something. I don't know, man. Because I like to be that breath of fresh air that brings. If I'm gonna talk about something, if I'm gonna write a battle bar, a rap, if I, Jesus, if I'm gonna do anything, it's gotta have substance to it. So when we walk away from it, we could take something from it, or what we learn from it, and apply it, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love concepts. I love being a visionary. I just don't like making random, like, music, nothing like that, projects. I love to have like a storyline, you know what I'm saying? And I love people that are engrossed in the storyline that I'm doing. I'm building a cinematic universe. And on top of that, they're based on true stories and events. I just tell it in a fictional sense. You feel me? I sound like I'm rapping now. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's told in that, like, it's like you can look at it as an animated universe, but mine is more like for the OGs that know the story. If you watch the videos, um, I'm basically a werewolf. You know what I'm saying? I'm this underdog in the story. It turns into this alpha leading the pack. You know what I'm saying? And the whole goal basically is just you're trying to break into the game. You know, it's like All American. He's been doing all of that, going through trials and tribulations to make it to the big dance, the NFL. Or you got movies where people want to get in the ring, go to the big dance to win the championship. So my story is basically for anybody, especially artists, is going to the big dance, and you're going through all of this, and it's like one long relationship. You go through all these things in life, and you know the prodigal son. You know, it's parts in the story where it's that the opening of Pandora's box. So it's a lot of mythos in there, but the key center facts around the entire story of Jason Pyro is, you know, especially with the last chapter, 7 is completion and 8 is a new beginning. 9 is difference, you know, the fruits, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And correct me if I'm wrong. Like the 7 is completion, 8 is a new beginning. And I had to end the story right. You know what I'm saying? I had to end it to where it's full circle. And this whole year, if you notice, 2024 has been things coming full circle for people. And you're starting to realize, hey, I remember this from a few years ago. I'm right where I need to be. It may not make sense now, but just it's starting to make sense later, you know, sooner or later. I'd rather be sooner rather than later. No days promised. So I was looking at my life and I'm like, dang, things are coming full circle. There's a lot of things that were spoken over my life that are happening now. You know what I'm saying? And faith without works is dead. Like I could pray all day long and have faith, but I gotta put in the work too. And a lot of people sit on their blessed assurance and they think that, oh, it's gonna just magically happening. And God ain't a magician like that. It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? Um, Sometimes it's delayed because we're not ready. We get in our own way. Some of us are hard headed. We don't listen. We're stubborn, and we delay our process. And sometimes you can be doing the right things and stuff and doing well, and sometimes the road is delayed because it's a lot of crap up the road. You can't go and you're gonna crash. So sometimes you have to wait to get there. Sometimes God puts a train there so you can wait while they get everything up the road cleared out your path so you can get there. You feel me? That's just the revelations he gave me. A lot of us try to rush and get to it, and we try to play God in our situation and we mess up. You know what I'm saying? So it's best to just chill and just trust the process. You feel me? Let things fall in place, let them happen in life, and just let it fall in place, and you keep working towards that and shut up. Because if you tell the wrong people, you don't know who's praying against you and all that. You don't know who's praying for you. All you know that there's people that are rooting for you, and there's people that you'll be surprised that's praying on your downfall. So you have to, and that's a double. So you have to, the praying part, that's a double. You know what I'm saying? So you have to really understand your position and really, really get in tune, man. Don't get caught up in all these gurus, these fake gurus that be on the net trying to tell you what's what. In your heart and in your relationship with God, man, this is a lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? You and your heart have to find it for yourself, not anybody else, man. Because don't walk around confused, man. You'll know. And babies and animals, oh my goodness, like if you really want to know the type of people you dealing with, take them, invite someone over, and bring them around kids and animals, and they will let you know what kind of spirit you're dealing with. They gonna let you know, um, because they're innocent and they're honest. They're gonna straight up let you know what it is. So with that being said, just trust the process. Like it's so much it's so much. If I did a podcast, it would probably be like what I used to do in the past, like bringing the Sunday night vibes back or Sunday vibes, because sometimes I went live during the day. I would probably bring that back. I don't know yet, because I used to do that on Facebook a lot years ago, many moons ago, and I don't know. I'll sleep on it. You know what I'm saying? I'll think about it, and if Lord willing say the same, we'll jump into that world. But and I have podcasts on my channel, but they're more like, you know what I'm saying, like different episodes of stuff that I've done over through the years and stuff. Um, Especially like with the Tech Tuesdays and stuff like that and things of that nature. But um, and those are just series. So if I have an official name and I do a podcast, which most likely I will in the future, I'll have like a certain name for it, and those other ones on my YouTube will be a part of that, and they'll just be grandfathered in and whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I'll see what happens, but I'll still be reviewing like the smaller leagues and the virtual side. Basically, what Jay Black them were doing when they talked about, or any other vloggers that were talking about mainstream. That's what I wanted to do when I started doing the, breakdowns of what I thought about, like the smaller cards and especially the virtual side. That's what I wanted to do, to give light to those that, don't get no shine. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, like, I mess with mainstream, but then I don't mess with mainstream because I don't care for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm more about the underdogs and the people that are unsung and the people that, that you don't really hear about them like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I've always been against, the machine. You feel me? So what's happening now is bringing them vibes, because it's got to be a balance. And that's another thing I'm working toward. And I'm always kicking down doors, and I'm radical. You know what I'm saying? So I would love to get back to the days where you could turn on the radio and it's not just partying bullshit all the time, but you can have a party song. What's going on, Dangster? You can have a party song, and then the next song that comes on is DMX slipping. You feel me? That's where I'm at with it. So I'm not really engrossed in like all of the other crap. You know what I'm saying? So that's just where my mind is at. And if anybody missed, because I'm probably gonna be on here for another 10 minutes or whatever, it's not gonna be a long stream. I just wanted to get on here just to catch everybody up that don't really pay attention to the channel, and when I upload or whatnot, what's really going on from the horse's mouth. Um, but just a quick recap, as far as like battle rap goes, I'm not retiring like that. I'm just not gonna battle. Like I got other, like I said, I'm transitioning into the music industry. When you find out later this month what's gonna happen and who I'll be working with, it's gonna shock y'all. It's really gonna shock the world. I'm not gonna say nothing right now. I'd rather y'all be surprised. It's gonna shock the world. And when it shocks the world, that's gonna put a big light on the community. It's like, oh crap. Because you never know the opportunities that is out. Number two, I'm thinking about doing a podcast because people ask me, are you gonna do a podcast? I don't know. I have like the podcast session on my channel, but this like old videos that of series that I've done throughout the years. So they will be grandfathered in when I have an official name, when I decide to. It's just I don't feel like podcasts are my field or whatever. Like I'm good at being featured on a podcast or whatnot, but I'm not opposed to it. I'll probably do it later on. I don't know. My mind ain't no telling with me. My mind is wishy washy. One minute I want to do it, one minute I don't. But that'll be dope to do, and it'll be different than what, you know what I'm saying. It'll be different. Um, as far as the music goes, like, appreciate everybody that's done that streamed the project, man. Y'all don't know how much y'all bless me, man, because When I get them royalty checks coming through and they tell me the deposit has been sent, y'all be saving my ass, man. I appreciate y'all. Especially YouTube and Meta, the Meta realm, Facebooks and all of that. I appreciate y'all so much. When I get emails and people play the songs in the streams or they play it on their reels and stuff like that, man, y'all be saving me, man, because it sucks that like, because I battle the health issues so much that I can't really get out there and just make money like I want to. Like every now and then somebody will need some work or whatever. And I'll sit up while I'm feeling good and I'll make the artwork right then and there while I'm talking to them on the phone or whatnot. But then there's also the times where it's like I can't, like I wanted to go back to like doing like working my other gig and I couldn't do it because my blood pressure was just in the 200s. So I had to really, and that money came right on time. So I appreciate y'all very much. And like I said, everybody that helped me, I'm spinning the block on you. It's just I want to make sure that when I catch everything up, that I'm able to pay it forward. I'm able to pay it back. I'm a man of my word. Like it's always been like that. There's so many receipts, but I don't have to prove nothing. Because you got people that'll say things and they just don't do it. They don't communicate and they're trash when it comes to stuff like that. And that's why they have hell in their life right now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying names and I'm not pointing fingers. That's just what I see. Even when I look out my window, I see and I feel things in the spirit. Is like people want to know why they're going through shit. You have to really look at yourself because it gets to the point where when you're alone and God convicts you in the spirit, and you really, really, you're a believer like me, you get convicted in the spirit and you really have to buckle down on some things. You know what I'm saying? And you can't always move forward. You can't move forward until you fix that. Because a lot of us, only you can stop you. And a lot of us, we get in our own way because at the end of the day, what matters is what you think and how you move, how you feel. And it's nothing wrong with taking advice. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure that if you taking advice, it's the right advice. Like, do away with the bad and apply the good. That's what my people used to tell me all the time growing up. Take away the bad and apply the good. That's just what it is. So um it's gonna be a lot more changes to the channel too. Like we had 1K or something like that. I miss my old channel when I had it. We was close to like we was like 2,000 away from 10K subscribers on there, but I love the organic growth of this channel. Starting over. Sometimes you have to start over, and it sucks that I got hacked, that I lost my channel years back. But at the same time, looking back on it, I'm right where I need to be. When I look at my social medias, and this is another thing too, I don't be on Instagram like that, y'all. I go through the web browser or I have an app that's connected to the IG. They're all connected. So when I share things, they share it to that. Now I will log on and I will check messages because everybody don't have my number like that. Everybody don't have my email like that. And I have emails to reach me if you're trying to book me for something. There's two, like if it's battle rap related, I have an email for that. That's the management, the agency that does that. And then I have the music side where my management does that side. So unless you're working directly with Radical Minds, you're working directly with me, then that's different. But still go through them because they'll know what's going on and all of that. So and it's just a chain of command. You know what I'm saying? So but if people do come to me with something, I run it by them. It keeps me accountable, and it's like, all right, cool. So yeah, man. Like there's a lot of things that's just how I move. I try to move by the word. I try to move biblical. I try to move the right way. And I try to keep that integrity the same way online is like when people meet me in real life, it's the same vibes. And I made that pact back in 2009, like '07, '09. I think 2009 is when I really buckled down and said, okay, we're really doing this. And I always told myself I would never change who I am. And also yeah, not changing who I am, getting caught, and also if I do have an issue, and I wouldn't say it online like that, If I did crash out or something, it would be constructive. Like it'd be something to learn from. Now every now and then you need to just crash out. Every now and then you just have to have a great crash out. Not a good, just a great crash. Just go all the way. If you're gonna do something, go all the way with it and get it out your system. Sometimes you just got. I'm gonna tell you something, man. Like if you really want shit done, and you got to get violent about stuff. The heavens suffer violence, the violent take it by force. Sometimes you got to get violent about what you need, and if you really want to survive in this industry, the minute people know who you are, you're in the industry. It's just levels and stuff. We're not talking about Hollywood, no shit like that. I'm talking about when you in the public eye and you're a public figure, that's what it is, and there's things that come with it, and you have to know how to weather that. You got to know what to put online and what not to put online, and over time you will learn and you will adapt and things of that nature. um I just made a point in my life where I said when I started doing anything, and then also too, I never let people put me in a box, because there was a time on YouTube where people would put you in a box of, oh, they're a YouTube rapper or they're transitioning. Like there's only been a few people that have transitioned, and I can't even look at, like, DDG is an example. I can't look at him as a YouTube rapper or whatever, because I watched him from when he was in college all the way to where he is now. So there are other people, like when I watched him transition into music or into acting, like because that's who your identity is. And I've never been in a box. It's just a lot of people thought that I was just a straight up battle rapper. No, I was an artist way before. I just did battle rap because, like I said in the interviews, in order to be the best, I wanted to be the best battle. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of art, like that underground grit and that coming up, getting it out the mud attitude, the raw and uncut in your face type, attacks, whatever, selling CDs out the trunk, hustling, going store to store, driving to different cities or jumping on the train or whatever. Like that's still in me. You know what I'm saying? Now we have the internet. And, it's a lot with that too. Like a lot of people are just lazy. That is right at your fingertips. People don't want Grammys off of stuff they've made over the phone. Sometimes you don't have access to a studio and the technology is right in your hands. It's just you putting in the effort to create. So when I didn't have the money to order a photographer, to order, like, whatever, to make like an appointment to get like photography set up, a photo shoot, I learned how to do it myself. When I needed to make videos, there was programs I used. I learned how to do edits, make a video and edit myself. Learn how to record myself. My bro taught me how to really, not production, not just making beats, but how to put the songs together. Like, and for people that think I don't master my shit, yes, the fuck I do. Like, there is a place that I've been using for years that I send it out. A lot of us don't have multi-million-dollar stuff, you know what I'm saying? So there's ways that when I send it off to them to do what they need to do. What I do on my end is I make sure that my music ain't too loud, my voice ain't overpowering the music, and the music ain't overpowering me. I don't use a lot of effects. A lot of people use a lot of effects that fuck their voice up and they fuck the sound up. And when you send it off to get mastered, it's trash. And the mastering, the overall, brings out the loudness and things of that nature, especially if you're doing it over the phone. You want everything to sound smooth. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of the stuff when before I put it back out. And then I wasn't really singing like that. Like I have a certain style with singing, and I really had to lock that down too. There's tracks where I really had to go there, take people to church. So you gotta, I take this shit very serious. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to the battle rap side, it's the same thing. I treat it just like I do when I cook. And when you cook a dish and you got guests over, you don't want to give them food poisoning because it's half-assed. You got to know what you're doing. And if you have the wrong ingredients, you're gonna fuck somebody up. You don't know if they're allergic to this. You don't know if they're vegan. You don't know. You don't know. So thank God that I've learned to transition and I can translate very well. That is the formula. And the formula is not right, and you get to add in other you're gonna upgrade the formula, do it right. And a lot of people fail because they try to take other people's formulas and it doesn't work. It's not for you. So stick to what works for you and then expound on that. Now, there's nothing wrong with getting advice and applying it, and it adapts and it works, and that's different. But when you're just out here swagger jacking and you're out here doing all this other crap, you're gonna fail. And there's a lot of people who, and I've been watching the streams too, and I will say this, um, there's a lot of people that have been out here jacking, and I'll be just sitting up looking at and laughing, and I'll just be watching these videos and them getting exposed. Like I said, what's done in the dark will come to light. Um, I salute everybody that's original. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what's missing is originality and people that are straight shooters. I'm a straight shooter. Like I'm just right. I'm telling it how it is. And it took me a while to get that where because I used to be like, I'm just gonna do what I do, man. And then it gets like I say, you got to get violent about stuff, not like whooping everybody, but you got to turn over some tables, man. You got to really make a noise. You got to go in there like Ice Cube did with the baseball bat, just to get your respect. Because if you're trying to, ain't nothing wrong with getting to know people and all that, but this business will eat you alive, and you have to be able to adapt to it and become a carnivore. I'm an omnivore. I eat plants, everything. You know what I'm saying? Animals, all that, anything that gets in my way. That's the mindset I had to adapt to. You know, I had to apply because it's one thing to be humble, but you also have to be an asshole. And ladies, excuse my language, and you understand you have to become that bitch. You got to let people know who you are, what you stand for, and stand on it. You know what I'm saying? When you're on here, you do your thing, and when you get off of here, go back to life. And I think a lot of people get caught up too. They get they blur the lines between kayfabe and whatever, and then it's like they lose themselves. They go through this identity crisis, and it's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I don't know who I am, and you gotta understand what's real and what ain't, and like you can tell when something is like real and what's not. And I've had people like I said, I posted stuff and then people jump under the post like they go at other people, which is fine. I don't care. Like you talk do your thing. But I just don't tolerate when people bring up unalive children and shit like that. Like we not doing that. Like I'm not losing my platform because you got a vendetta. Like I said in the post before that, I think it was last month. I was like, put the shit in bars if y'all really, or just go meet up somewhere, set up something, get you some money, and y'all box it out. Like that's where I'm at with it. I got an old soul. You know what I'm saying? And if somebody got a problem with me, I don't really care. You don't pay my bills, none of that shit. Like you'll know if I have an issue with. I get along with everybody. The people that I have to battle, that's when I'm getting my issues out there. You know what I'm saying? I don't have issues with anybody. Like I understand the game. I've been at this a long time and I'm still learning and growing myself. Um, but yeah, I want y'all to know to sum it all up, I'm not retiring from virtual or just battle rap in general. I just won't be battling. Like I said, I'm gonna be behind the scenes. I'm transitioning after all these years. I'm finally transitioning to the industry because these demons are getting removed out of the way, and I have, I don't have any sympathy for none of them. I don't. I've never been a fan of them like that, and they're just. I know what it was. Like this is why my pops, as a child, when I was a child, he kept me from signing to the music industry, and it's just too much nonsense. And I've been rearranging my team on the inside, also like rearranging the business and stuff like that, cleaning house. Because in order to move forward, you have to really push forward with people that see your vision, vice versa, where y'all can move. Everybody ain't gonna go with you to the mountaintop. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Get that through y'all heads, man. Like everybody ain't gonna fuck with you like that and go with you. I don't care how long I've known people for 20 some years and they ain't around. Why? Because they don't line up with what I got going on. And it's just real. You know what I'm saying? So they can't, you know what I'm saying? I salute them and I wish them the best and everything and all of that, but hell, they can't eat at my table. That's just what it is, man. Cause you let the wrong motherfuckers in your house, and you gonna have disarray. And my house got peace. I anoint my house every chance I get after I anoint myself. That's just real talk. Ain't nothing. That's for me and my house. We gonna serve the Lord. Ain't nothing coming up here crazy. And like the person I'm working with, when y'all find out who I'm working with, they the same way. Behind it, like they the same way. And I have the right to move how I move, and they straight up told me, "You're a boss too. You move how you. If you feel like you want to do that, then you do that." Like I love communication. I haven't been great with it in the past. Yeah, you got to. Like if you don't, the this is when it starts affecting your personal life and your health, then something is wrong. Like even with relationships, like I love people. I really do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, facts. Like I life is so much better. Like even with the team, like you know what I'm saying. Like I told them, sometimes you gotta have a tough conversation, and if you got people working with you, or you hire somebody for jobs to do stuff for you because you're only one person, and they start getting personal with the business, then it's like, hey, we need to dial it down. You know what I'm saying? Dial it back. And as you know, we have these tough conversations behind the scenes. I have these tough conversations because I want to know before the gear is out. I need to know where they're at. And if I see their agenda is different, then it's like, all right, we need to do something different and renegotiate some things. Because when I hire someone to do a task or they hire me to do the task, okay, I need to line up with that. The minute I drift from that, it's like, nah, we need to do something different. And that's just how it is. That's how I treat everything. You know what I'm saying? And people get pissed at me, and it's all good when people feel like they right and they live in their truth, but I just keep it real, because it's like I don't have time to lose money behind emotions and shit. Like, and everybody's going through shit in life. I get it, you know what I'm saying? But I won't allow people to use me for their gain just to this and this. No, if we're on the same team, we need to be on the same page. And that's just where I've been at too. In the midst of dealing with health, getting my blood pressure back right. I'm in my 40s. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be ready. It gotta be around. You got like you're young until you're not young no more. You know what I'm saying? So all this crap about, oh, this person is this age, that, no, it doesn't matter. You're still young. You know what I'm saying? Until people are rolling you around in a wheelchair and feeding you, then that's different. Until then, um, there's people with no limbs. They move better than us, and we get up every day. Some of us, and we crying, and it's like, bro, you got another shot at this. Sis, you got another shot at this. And that's just where I'm at with it. Like I done fired a lot of freaking people off the. I done fired a lot of people. There were people that, oh, I want to be the person you rely on when you need help to pay for something. Then you ask them, and they rather not. They rather duck your messages and then go post under somebody else's message. And I confronted them about it. And then be the same people talking about people are fake. You're the fakest person in the fucking circle. Fuck out of here, man. And I deal with it internally. Like I've been watching Tulsa King. That's my shit. I've been watching Tulsa King. That is my shit, man. And just learning. Like I'm the type to watch something and I learn. I identify with a character and I just learn or whatever, and I learn from the characters. I learn the moral around the situation, the story, and that's how I look at stuff. Like I watched the All American. Like also too, I'm watching a lot of Asian dramas and stuff. Like I love the Asian dramas because the storylines is good, the character development, like it's in the more you can learn. I love stuff like that. I'm man enough to say like there's scenes that make me tear up because I vibe with it because I've been there. It's like as a man, ain't nothing wrong with crying. Sometimes you have to let it out. You just gotta just let the tears fall. Like Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? You feel freer than what you are. You wipe your face and then you get back on your macho shit. That's just what it is. And I love stuff like that. When you finally figure out what's going on, it's like, and that's how life is, man. Like mom's told me one time, life is, you know, the, you got everybody's watching. You got the angels watching. Got people watching. Life is a cinematic universe with a soundtrack, and your soundtrack is the songs that identify you in life. You feel me? And yeah, I need to do this fucking podcast, bro. I need to go and do that. I need to go on and do that podcast, man. I don't know where I'm gonna go with it though. I don't know. I'll let y'all know. I just don't want to jump out there and just be like, "Oh man, man. I'm gonna wait one step at a time, one thing at a time." So, just a small recap, man. Never forget 6 January 31st, and then there's an in person I'm doing in February. Those would be my last two battles, both virtual and in person, virtual and reality. And then I'm gonna be behind the scenes because I don't, the music. When I step into that field, into like the big dance, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna be doing. I know I'm gonna be busy as hell, but They told me I'll adapt to it very very quick in a few hours. Birthday is coming up this month. For those that are into that zodiac stuff, yes, I am a Capricorn, goat gang, whatever. December 29th, Lord willing, that is my birthday. I always, as a tradition, since I was a kid, celebrate New Year's. It's funny because my mom would get me like a Christmas birthday present, and it's like New Year's. It's like, okay, it's just so that's where the tradition comes from. So, and really, I don't really care if I get anything. I just look at it as another day, and I'm happy to be here. You know what I'm saying? So, um, that's another thing. Also, if y'all need any artwork, like you got a cover art you want to do, and this is the thing with me too, man. My work is cheap, but also I don't care about getting paid or nothing like that. I know what it's like to not have the help, so I want to return the favor and pay it forward. Also, too, if you hit me up and I don't answer, like I said, I don't be on Instagram like that. I don't be on none of these apps like that. Mostly I'm active here or I'm active on Twitter when I log in, and I'm not even logged in on there right now. I'm just detoxing. You'll see me pop out. But yes, everything that's written in stone, that like the battles that y'all are seeing that are announced on the different card, those are battles already locked in. Those are the only ones I'm doing. And I told Twice like he would be one of the people I come back outside for, and it's an honor. You know what I'm saying? So also shout out to Innovate. Like he should have his copy of the battle to put on his platform. And artists, man, I believe like get your footage, man, get your content, like work it out with folks and grow your views, man. What I do is I let people get their views, we work it out, and then I put it on my channel. We all network with each other, and that's what it's about. And anybody that don't fuck with that, that don't want to help with the growth, man, fuck them. That's how I feel. It's the time of harvest, man. God is weeding out the weeds and the turn, man. Like real talk, man. That's what it is, man. That's why you gonna see a lot of. It's gonna be the more the month goes on. Like 2024 was the beginning of the harvest. Like 2025 is gonna be the continuation. Like this is the year of truth and revealing, and continue to push forward, no matter how you feel. And ain't nothing wrong with getting a rest and taking a break. You know what I'm saying? You need it for your mental. So yeah, man. Praying everybody do well. I'm about to get off of here. Make sure y'all go watch the battles. Make sure y'all go stream the music and all of that. Y'all are welcome to put it in your song, put it in your reels and stuff like that. Um, if you got a flyer you want me to share, I will promote it and share it out. You know what I'm saying? And help out with your growth. Like that's what I'm all about. That's what I'm gonna be doing behind the scenes and stuff like that. I'm looking forward to helping out with cards behind the scenes in the future where I can at least send something, put bread in people's pockets. Cause yeah, man, the economy is crap, and we moving forward, we getting there, and it's to help a village, man. That's the time I'm on. So yeah, so never forget 6 man in January. When that time comes, do more promotion for it. Um, I don't feel like doing really too much because things have been happening. But other than that, I can't wait for y'all to get this announcement for this music shit. Y'all are gonna freak the fuck out when y'all see who I'm working with and y'all know what it is. Y'all gonna be like, oh my god. And then there's people that seen me from the beginning before, and they just gonna be like, man, about time. And yeah, I promise y'all, man, it's the same vibes. We just gonna turn it up on a major label scale. That's all it is. We're just turning it up. It's gonna be the same vibes. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, and I can't wait, man. I can't wait. I can't wait. It's still some things that have to be set in place and set in motion. But y'all will know. And this is I'm praying it's either gonna be after Christmas for sure. And it's gonna probably be around my birthday. It's like I don't know. I don't if it's gonna be a surprise, and I told him just surprise me. Like it is what it is. I don't want to know what's gonna happen. I want to be just as shocked as y'all. But I promise y'all are gonna enjoy this because not only is it gonna shine light on me, it's gonna shine light on the community. Because then I can brag on the community from a higher build or whatever you call it. So, and that's what I'm all about. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm all about. And to those that ain't around, all right, sucks to be you. Salute to y'all. That's how I look at that shit. You know what I'm saying? So salute. Catch the watch back. Um, go back and comment if y'all like, man. I got some old freestyles. I'm gonna continue to drop old music that's in my archives that I'm not gonna put out everywhere. To be strictly for YouTube and for y'all enjoyment. This is shit I put out. I recorded years ago, like challenges and stuff like that. Just to keep it going, and also too as a suggestion, man. If you got music and you're doing this battle rap shit, and you got music, like put some songs out. That's good promotion too, because that shows people, oh, they can get on beat too, or whatever kind of music you do. Just do something that's gonna open up another lane for you too. I'm always thinking ahead, or whatever you got going on. Like add that to your arsenal. You feel me? So I'm out this mud, man. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm finna lay my black ass back down, and after I get some fresh air and touch grass, cause I ain't been outside all day. I don't. It looked like it rained today, and it's cool out. I think it was like 46 degrees out or whatever. I'm not sure. I gotta go back and see. And love y'all. Appreciate y'all and all that good stuff, man. Have a great day. Don't let nothing bother y'all. Keep it pushing. And sometimes just take a moment to just gather your thoughts, just yourself, and just it's all good. And I'm gonna be around watching and lurking and seeing what's what. Salute fan jams, keep pushing, keep doing what you've been doing. You know the vibes. I know my stragglers gonna come back and they gonna watch it over and they gonna comment so they'll see this. Like when I go live with the intention of I know people ain't gonna really catch it or whatever. Now if I go like a straight up live from YouTube, everybody will pour in, but like StreamYard, it just I get used to it because I know they're gonna go back and watch it. And I'd rather y'all go back and watch it where y'all can rewind and really catch things. But yeah, y'all heard it from me. I'm not retiring from the field of battle rap per se. I'm just transitioning. I'm just gonna be behind the scenes doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? And if I do battle again, it has to be a certain situation. But yes, I'm doing other things because I'm transitioning into the music, and I got other great things that's gonna happen, not just for the channel, but my whole LLC in general. Yeah, man. But and if y'all do want me to talk about the crap going on in the mess, I will consider it too. Cause Lord knows I have to be. I've been sober for about a month and 2 weeks, a month and some weeks. But if y'all really want me to tackle that situations too, what's going on, in my opinion, I would love to do that too. Y'all let me know. Blessings. Catch y'all next time. See y'all. Salute.